फोन पे बात तो करो, चाहे बाहर निकल के, क्योंकि घर पर सारी बातें दिल की हो नहीं पाती।
Right, sir. Good afternoon, Saravana sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Saravana Kumar sir, good afternoon sir. Madi Vanakkam sir, welcome.
இனிய மதிய வணக்கம்.
Madi Vanakkam sir, welcome you to our platform. We are very happy to see you.
Likewise.
Sarvana Kumar, sir.
Yes.
Shall we start at 3:35, sir? People are joining. We'll wait for 4 more minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Many people are joining. Just wait.
Okay.
Exactly at 3:35 we'll start, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
மீட்டிங்ல இருக்க எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். சக்திவேல், மதுரை.
சக்திவேல் சார் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம்.
இனி மதிய வணக்கம்.
மதிய வணக்கம் சார்.
வணக்கம் சார். வணக்கம் சார்.
வணக்கம். நேரத்தை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுவாங்களா?
Just 2 minutes, sir. 5:30 the people are joining. Just 2 more minutes. 5:30 will start.
Okay, super.
Yes, sir. Sarvana Kumar sir will start, sir. Yeah?
Sure.
Good afternoon to everyone. Today we have an interesting topic, that is soft skills for success, which is going to be delivered an eminent personality, that the enterprising personality, can say motivating and inspiring personality to all of us. I happened to hear some of his lectures. Really, it was very much impressed me, which made me, inspired me, motivated me to call him for the benefit of all our members, students, and all aspiring persons. First of all, we wholeheartedly thank you, Mr. R. Sarvana Kumar sir, former Director of Cognition Technology Solutions, India, for readily accepting an invitation to deliver this interesting topic today. Thank you, sir. And we are very much welcome you to our Institute of Engineers, India, Trichinopalli platform, sir. Before the pandemic, for the past 3 decades, we are conducting regularly Tuesday technical program in our BHL premises, about 3,000 acres given by the great Kamaraj, our former Chief Minister. And our BHL is very much promoting all the professional bodies, and BHL has given some 9 plots. Over that, we have built our buildings and all. We regularly conduct Tuesday program about that. And after the pandemic, we switched to virtual mode. That is today is 158th program. Not only from January 2023, we are going for hybrid mode. That virtual will continue, physical mode also will continue. So today's program is organized by the Institute of Engineering Tiruchirappalli Local Center in association with the Safety and Quality Forum of New Delhi, Computer Society of India Trichy Chapter, Indian Institute of Welding Tiruchirappalli Branch, Indian Welding Society Southern Zone, Indian Institute of Metal Tiruchirappalli Chapter, Indian Institute of Industry Engineering Tiruchirappalli Chapter, Indian Society of Non-District Testing Tiruchirappalli Chapter, Kumari Arivel Peravi. So we the role model to all our professional bodies, more than 10 professional bodies housed in our BHL campus, and we conduct regular program. Is motive, it's a benefit to the all our members and also students and our community at large. So with this small introduction, I call upon Engineer T.V. Krishnamurthy sir, our past chairman, to welcome the gathering as well as proceed over the function, sir. Krishnamurthy sir, are you there? T.V. Krishnamurthy sir?
Probably he has not joined.
I think he's not joined. Sir, are you there? Mr. Harsha sir? Harsha sir? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please preside over and welcome the gathering, sir. Please, sir. I called Krishnamurthy sir. Somehow he is not turned up. He agreed, but he did not come. Okay, please.
Yeah. Good evening. I'm really happy. I'm looking forward to hear this lecture. The last moment as a substitute, my friend Selva Kumar has asked me to welcome the gathering, and I cannot refuse Selva Kumar. And I welcome all of you for this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your nice welcome and proceed on the function. Thank you so much. Thank you for suddenly disturbing it. Thank you so much. And I am Selvaraj, past chairman of Institute of Engineering Tiruchirappalli Local Center, past chairman of Computer Society of India Trichy Chapter, and presently chairman for Indian Institute of Welding Tiruchirappalli Branch. I am very much happy to introduce today's speaker to our audience, our participants in great way. Very much pleasure to do the job. Mr. Saravana Kumar is a director of Dream Academy, which has been formed by a dedicated team having decades of rich experience in academia and industry with a vision of imparting the best-in-class training for the students and professionals to pursue their dream career. He was previously the director of Cognition Technology Solutions and has also worked as a consultant for Tata Consultancy Services. He has 30+ years of global and progressive leadership experience in managing large programs and engagements in various capacities for Fortune 500 companies as IS specialist, IT manager, test manager, project manager, program manager, delivery manager, account manager, and as a director. He has rich experience in managing and delivering IT projects in retail, that is Best Buy, Yemen, USA, and CA. Financial services, Toyota Financial Services, Yemen and USA. Telecom, Tata Sky, Bangalore, India. Printing and publishing, Deccan Herald, Bangalore, India. Manufacturing, Givau Ado, Coca-Cola, Bangalore, India. Mobility, that is PwC, FL USA, and healthcare domains, Smith Klein, Beckham, India, and Emblem Health in New York, USA. He holds a master's degree MCA from PhD College of Technology and an active PhD Tech alumnus and Board of Studies member. Saravana Kumar has also been the placement and career development consultant for Government College of Technology, Coimbatore. He has effectively conducted training, mentoring sessions on soft skills for school students, arts and science, engineering, and medical college students and faculty. He has also co-authored books on information technology published by S. Chand and Company, New Delhi. He has been associated with the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter for several years in various positions and currently serving as a honorary treasurer. He is an active social entrepreneur He has contributed to various NGOs and social organizations like Rotary Clubs or AAC, the Residents Awareness Association of Coimbatore, C4TN, Coimbatore for Tamil Nadu, No Food Waste, AUMM Class Foundation, etc. He is passionate about trekking and has also trekked to the Himalayas. So we have an interesting personality to be with us, and he is going to enrich us in various motivation talks, that is to create success on all our lives. So over to Engineer Sri Sarvana Kumar sir, please sir. The platform is for you.
Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. Let me jump to the topic. I hope everybody is able to see my screen. I have just shared my screen. Hope everyone is able to see my screen.
Yes, sir, we are able to see, sir.
Great. So the topic for the day is soft skills for success. And the agenda would be as follows, wherein we'll start with the introduction as to what exactly soft skills and why exactly one needs to learn soft skills. We'll also look at the difference between hard skills and soft skills. Then we'll also look at the most important soft skills which are required for anybody for that matter. The key soft skills which we are going to cover today are communication skills, collaboration or teamwork, then problem solving skills, time management, and finally leadership. And at the end, we'll have the Q&A session. So any questions, please reserve your questions towards the end of the session so that we can save a lot of time. So starting with the introduction, I think let us start with soft skills. What are soft skills? Soft skills are nothing but, soft skills are also known as life skills, wherein it's nothing but personal attributes that enable everybody. For example, whenever you communicate to anybody, it has to be, you need to communicate in a harmonious way. What do you mean by harmonious way? It should be a win-win situation. Whenever we talk with anybody, we have to ensure that we are communicating in a win-win situation, in a harmonious way. See, for students particularly, although your marks, whatever marks you are securing, always have its place in academic and career worlds. But however, an increasing number of employees, as of today, many employers are looking for good soft skills. And when coming to technical skills or hard skills, they determine only how well you do your job. But soft skills determine how far you will go, both professionally and personally, how far you will stretch yourself, how to attain the objective or to complete your job. And Harvard has done a survey, and they have found out that your technical skills contributes only 15% to your success, but your soft skills contributes 85% towards your success. Similarly, the Harvard University, when they did a study, they found that soft skills training boasted an return of investment of around 256%. So soft skills is very much important to anybody for that matter. Now let us look at why exactly we need to learn soft skills. Right now, we are actually in a dynamic environment. Today's technology is not there tomorrow. So today's skills might not be there tomorrow. So today's job will change or may not exist in the future. Hence, adaptability and learning skills are more important than technical skills. Excuse me, I think somebody has put a whiteboard. I don't know whoever has put it. I don't know whether you could erase the same. I would request the host to please erase whatever has been scribbled as the board, if possible, please. Let me continue in the meanwhile. So today's job, it will change. Actually, whatever we are doing today, whatever job we say that we are doing, it might exist or it might not exist in the future. Hence, adaptability and learning skills are more important than technical skills, right? So to cope up with the dynamic environment, everyone needs to have the ability to deal with the stress and frustration which comes through because of the dynamic changes which are happening, right? And as employees, you will have many new jobs over the course of your lives, which also will come with associated pressure and challenges, right? So you need to have flexibility. So soft skills, if you have soft skills, you can be assured that you will be able to create a positive influence in the community, and it will help you to further your career as well. So I don't know why that line is coming up. Maybe I will stop sharing and again share it again so that
Share it so that we will go off.
I request all of you not to scribble on the board.
Yeah, so team should not do it.
I hope you are able to now the scribbling has gone. I hope that that scribbling will not happen again. Thank you very much in advance for whoever have done it even by mistake. Please don't do it again. So basically, we talked about adaptability and flexibility. For the people, some of you might feel that sort of technical word. So adaptability means what? According to the environment and situation, how we fine tune ourselves, or how we not change ourselves. Nobody can change anybody, but at the same time, whenever whenever any sort of thing happens, the change automatically happens whenever the impact also happens, right? So we need to ensure that we are able to adapt according to the environment. So சூழ்நிலைக்கேற்ப மாற்றங்கள் ஏற்படுத்திக் கொள்வது, that could be done once you are good in soft skills. Similarly, nehithutanமை or flexibility. See what I mean? So when though you're expected to work only till 10 to 5, but when you know for sure that there's a task available and before which you need to again somebody's scribbling, I don't know what to do. Could you please stop scribbling? I don't know why people have the beautiful habit. Can we just disable it? Can the host, I would request the host to disable the scribbling. I'm going to share it again. My humble request, could you please stop scribbling on the board? Whoever is doing it, please. Yeah. So see, once you learn soft skills, you would be adaptable. I mean, you will become adaptable and you will also become flexible. You will look at the results rather than the challenges that are there. You will ensure that you are able to attain the required results. Now let us look at the difference between hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are nothing but what exactly you know. That's called hard skills. That is the knowledge about your chosen field of specialization. What sort of technical skills you acquire? No? That is called hard skills. What are soft skills? Soft skills is nothing but how you act. Act means not cinema acting or something like that. It is nothing but how you react to situation. How you, your ability to handle the stress and your confidence and what sort of decision making you're doing, the clarity of thought you have, etc. Those are called soft skills. So how you react to multiple situations, those are soft skills. Thank you. And the key soft skills, we already saw this. These are the topics which we are going to cover today. Let us start with the communication and interpersonal skills. What are communication skills? Communication skills are nothing but, see, whenever you want to convey something to somebody, you convey it to your target audience in a manner that they are able to understand, right? That is communication skills. What is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal skills is, the ability to communicate and as well as understand the team, not just conveying to the team in a manner that they understand, but understanding the team and then conveying. That is called the interpersonal skills. So both the skills, both communication skills and interpersonal skills are both important, and it doesn't matter how nice you are if the instructions cause confusion. What does it mean? See, you might be talking in a very nice manner, gentle manner, soft manner, etc. But whatever you're conveying, if it causes confusion, there's no point, right? So similarly, it doesn't matter how clear your instructions are. You might be very good in communication, right? Your communication is crystal clear, but if the manner that you communicate, if it is going to be rude or cold or cruel, there's no point, right? So both communication skills and interpersonal skills, both are equally important. Now let us look at the 7 C's of communication. One is, whenever we communicate, we need to ensure that our communication is crystal clear. நம்ம சொல்ல வர்றது ரொம்ப தெளிவா இருக்கணும். In fact, earlier I have done national level seminar, for which I also prepared in Hindi only for this slide. So I just want, I retain the same slide for the benefit of people who know Hindi. So 7 C's of communication, starting with C. So your communication needs to be crystal clear, தெளிவா இருக்கணும். அடுத்தது concise, it has to be short and sweet. Next is Your communication needs to be concrete. Whatever we talk, it should not be wavering. It should be firm and உறுதியா இருக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி whatever we communicate has to be correct. சரியா இருக்கணும். The next one is whatever we communicate needs to be coherent. What is the meaning of coherent? Can anybody tell me what exactly is the meaning of coherent?
That creates some sort of cohesiveness.
Sorry?
Coherent means speaking in a way that creates some sort of cohesiveness among the people.
What does it mean? Coherent means what? I mean, cohesive.
Excuse me.
Them
ஒன்றோடொன்று தொடர்புடையதா இருக்கணும். ஒன்றுக்கொன்று தொடர்பா வரணும்.
Parallel.
Perfect. Yeah, correct. Exactly. Somebody said ஒன்று கூடி. What is your good name, please?
சக்திவேல். ஒன்றுக்கொன்று தொடர்பா இருக்கணும்.
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Mr. Let us give a big hand to Mr. Shaktivel. Thank you very much, Mr. Shaktivel. Yeah, coherent means there should be a logical, there should be logical steps involved. You cannot jump from whenever you are communicating. If there are some 5 steps involved, there's no point in going from first step to the 5th step, right? You have to go from first to second to third, right? So there should be a sequence, or there should be a logical sequence involved. That is called coherent. Then next C is complete. Whenever we communicate, our communication needs to be complete. முழுமையா இருக்கணும். The last and important one is whenever we communicate, it has to be courteous. மரியாதையா இருக்கணும். So we need to, whenever we talk with anybody, we need to talk with respect. In fact, I have made it a habit, even with my kids, I talk with respect. Because they are going to repeat the same, right? When they are small children, whatever we talk, they are going to repeat the same to us. So all of us need to ensure that whether they are senior or junior or elderly or younger, I think we need to communicate with respect. Okay, now let us look at a small video on 7 C's of communication. Again, somebody wants to draw something on the screen. I don't know why they are doing it. Maybe they are using a tab and they are doing it by mistake. Let me just again unshare and share it again. I don't know whether somebody could avoid the people from doing scribbling on the screen. Let me stop it and share it again. This is a new challenge which I am facing today, which I have not faced so far. Anyway, it's a great experience for me, and I have to figure out ways and means of ensuring that this doesn't happen again.
Sir, one small suggestion.
Yeah, please.
I think you can be made as the co-host, right? And you have to disable the doodling and other presentation by the participants. Then this will be stopped.
Okay.
I think whoever is the organizer, they can do it easily in Zoom.
Okay. Maybe organizer, they can just give a presenter access for me, and that's fine.
Yeah. So you can be made as the co-host. And
Okay.
they have to disable the video and sharing and doodling and all those things for all the participants.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for the inputs.
Thanks, sir.
I hope somebody could help me in this. Rajesh. Okay, let us continue with the video. I don't want to take everybody's time. So let us continue with it. In the meanwhile, I request the host to do the needful so that we do not face this challenge again. Thank you.
Think about how much time you spend each day communicating with other people. You write emails, talk to colleagues, sell to clients, present at meetings, and answer calls. And that might be a light day.
I think it is Nandini. Whoever is Nandini, can you please maybe, I think we have to remove them or whatever. They are just playing. Just now I saw the name, and the name refers to Nandini. I don't know why people are doing this. I hope it will not. I think it has been removed now. I hope it doesn't, because it is a video.
Remove him, sir.
Thank you.
Ability to communicate clearly can strengthen your relationships and lead to exciting opportunities in your career. But how do you ensure that your messages are clear and meaningful? The 7 C's of communication is a checklist that helps you do this. The first C is clear. People should be able to understand the purpose of your message quickly and easily. The second C in the checklist is concise. Keep your message as short as possible. Your communication also needs to be concrete. This means your message is practical and useful. You provide the right amount of detail and you stay focused on your main message. The fourth C in the checklist is correct. Make sure your communication is free of errors and mistakes. And if your communication is written, make sure you proofread it. You also need to make sure your communication is coherent. This means that points are in a logical order and the flow of your argument is consistent and well constructed. The sixth C is complete. Your message should tell your audience everything they need to know and do without going off topic. And if they need to take action on something, this should be clear in your message. Last, your communication needs to be courteous. This means it's friendly, empathetic, and polite, even if you're communicating something negative. Think about how much.
Yeah. So then second soft skill which we are going to cover is collaboration or team, how to work as a team. So collaboration, as all of us know, is nothing but a process of two or more people working together to complete a job or project or whatever. So what are the best practices to collaborate? One is you need to get everyone on the same page so that everybody starts thinking the same direction. And the second is we need to set the expectations clearly so that everybody knows what needs to be done, what is expected out of them. Then third is use technology tools. Can anybody tell me what sort of technology tools could be used for collaboration? What sort of technology tools you could use for collaboration or teamwork? Anybody?
Group discussion, one-to-one discussion over a
Yeah,
bench.
tools. Perfect. No, I'm asking about the technology tools available which you could use. Technology tools. The tools which are available.
There's the internet meeting apps. There are technology tools available.
You can use SharePoint.
SharePoint.
Yeah,
You can use
perfect.
Team.
Yeah, Team, SharePoint. Okay, I thought everybody would talk about your WhatsApp, without which people cannot survive, right? So WhatsApp is a wonderful tool. It could be used for collaboration, right? We create a group and we put everybody in that particular group and start. So like this, you have, as somebody said, SharePoint is there. You have Google Meet is there, Google Meet. Then you have so lots of tools are there. Out of it, the simplest tool could be the Google Keep. I don't know how many of you are aware. It is very, very simple, which can be used in your desktop, laptop, and mobile. And you can also assign tasks to people. You can have frequency. You can have Ganapati. Mr. Ganapati, could you please stop scribbling on the screen, Mr. Ganapati? Okay, so you can use any sort of technology tool which is which is available for you and which you feel comfortable with. And you need to be, whenever you're doing a teamwork, you have to ensure that you need to be open about everything, right? You cannot hide something from the others. When you know that certain challenges are there or certain risks are there, so you need to be open. And then you also need to hold effective team meetings. What do you mean by holding effective team meetings? No point in just come for a meeting and join. So before the meeting, you have to ensure that the concerned stakeholders are aware. Okay, now coming to the next question. Who is the stakeholder? Can anybody tell me? In the meanwhile, I will unshare and share again. What do you mean by stakeholder?
Whoever is getting affected or involved.
Excellent. Affected or involved.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. 1 minute. Yeah. So to put in a different way, stakeholder is somebody who gets impacted either in a positive way or negative way for that particular project. It might be anything. So whoever, any individual or a team, whoever is going to be impacted in a positive or negative way, it's called a stakeholder. So you need to ensure that all the stakeholders are aware that are available during a particular time slot. Check with them, ensure that they would be available, and then sending out a meeting invite, putting in the objective and what are the points to be discussed and what is the outcome that is expected. And at a high level, send out the meeting invite, maybe 4 or 5 days in advance. Then 1 day in advance, sending a gentle reminder stating that, yes, look, hey, tomorrow we have this meeting. As agreed earlier, tomorrow we have a meeting. So the second communication and then you have a meeting, you jot down the minutes of the meeting wherein you clearly specify what are the points which have been discussed and agreed, and who has agreed for completion of which task at which date. All these points are noted down, and what are the next steps, what are the challenges involved. So all these things are discussed, and activity wise, person whoever is responsible for that activity and the date and time committed by that person is also recorded. And this particular, minutes of the meeting is sent to all the people who have attended, and some people might not have been able to attend. Even to them, it has to be sent, and continuous follow-ups needs to be done, and the same process to be followed until the project gets over. That's called holding effective team meetings. So only when you follow all these best practices, you should be able to, collaborate in a successful manner. There are two types of collaboration. One is internal collaboration. The other one is external collaboration. Samsung, Mr. Samsung, please don't scribble. Yeah, internal collaboration, external collaboration. Internal collaboration is nothing but whenever you do something internal, for example, within a department, you are involved in a project, that is internal collaboration. External collaboration or within a college or within a department, and among different colleges when you are into some team activity, that is called external collaboration. Let me unshare and share it again. I hope we can put a, let's see, hold on, stop sharing. My humble request, please stop scribbling on the screen. Okay. So now let us look at a short video about okay. Let us look at the short video about effective collaboration, wherein we are going to look at the core values.
Hey.
Some problems are just too big and too complex for any one person to handle alone. For these challenges, we need to collaborate. But what does that mean? Collaboration is more than just working together with others. To really work together effectively, especially when resources are tight, we need to invest in good collaboration. Good collaboration means sharing the responsibilities, risks, benefits, and the credit. Good collaboration also means that everyone who is involved works toward a common goal. To do that, we need to know our limitations, leave our ego at the door, keep an open mind, be physically and mentally present, ensure everyone has an equal voice, invest trust to get trust, step out of our comfort zone, value each other's contributions. There are many benefits of a good collaboration, such as engaged and empowered members, increased capacity to solve complex problems, strong relationships grounded in trust, honesty, and respect, efficient use of resources, and a greater overall impact. Remember, we are stronger when we work together. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much.
Now let us do a quick recap of the collaboration, whatever we saw in the video. First is we saw the core values of collaboration, which is nothing but accountability. So whenever we are doing a teamwork, we need to ensure that each and every person who is involved is accountable for the tasks or for the jobs that has been taken over by them, right? The next is authenticity. They need to be very much authentic, and so that others nambagatanme basically. Then commitment. This is very, very important. Honoring commitment. See here, I would like to add something more to this particular point. honoring commitment should become an integral part of your life. Commitment is nothing but, say what you do and do what you say. That's what is, you commit yourself, right? So honoring commitment should become an integral part of your life. And if you are not able to honor your commitment, that means you lose your integrity, which is the highest layer in your life. So we have to remember that always, and we need to honor our commitment by all possible means. Okay, next core value of collaboration is give and take. So it has to be, you cannot just extract people, work from people, and you also need to give or dedicate your time and efforts in that collaboration or teamwork activity. And then diversity, of course, because see, for example, being in Tamil Nadu or Coimbatore or India, you are moving with only people, I mean, who Indian culture, etc. But it's not necessary that you will be working with the same set of people. It is possible that you might go out of the country, or sitting here, you might be working along with people who are from different countries. So diversity, you need to respect their, culture, etc. That is important value, core value. Then respect, of course. If you need respect, you have to give respect to get respect, right? Only then whatever collaborative activity you're undertaking, that could be successful. So good collaboration could be achieved by, by sharing a few things, few important stuff. One is responsibility. You cannot take all the responsibility, or you cannot dump all the responsibilities to somebody, right? You have to share the responsibilities in an equal manner. Then risks. You need to share the risks when you know that some challenges involved or something might creep in, and you know that, but you don't want to tell the team because the team might, might get, disappointed, or you should never think in the direction. Whenever you know that there is some risk involved, please ensure that you share those risks with the team. Benefits, of course, whenever there are some benefits, you need to ensure that the benefits are shared and credits are also shared with the entire team. And for successful collaboration, we need to ensure that everyone within the team should know the limitations. They should leave their ego at the door, and they have to keep their open mind. And whenever they are doing teamwork, they have to be physically and mentally present. We also need to ensure that everyone has an equal voice. It might be a junior most person or a senior most person. Even the junior most person should have an equal voice. Whenever that junior person gives an idea, I mean, we should have the ears to listen. And if it is feasible, we should be able to take it up. And invest trust to get trust. Whenever you want to get trust, you have to trust people, right? Only then you can become trustworthy, right? And you need to step out of your comfort zone. Unfortunately, most of the time we want to do what we want to do. We don't do what we need to do. So we always want to do things which are simple and easy, right? Instead, I think we have to come out of our comfort zone, and we should do the stuff which is important rather than easy to do. So you need to step out of your comfort zone and prioritize and do things which are important for that particular project or the teamwork, whatever you're involved in, and value each other's contribution. See, whenever any point or any suggestion or anybody challenges a point, we should have the ears to listen, and if it is, let us agree. And coming to the benefits of good collaboration, could you please mute whoever is talking? Thank you. Benefits of good collaboration. See, whenever you are doing a good collaborative activity, you could have engaged members who are fully involved, and the members are also empowered, and you would be able to get a collective capacity which would help you to solve the complex problems in a simple way, and the good collaboration will surely result in strong relationships, which is also grounded in trust, honesty, and respect, and efficient use of resources. Here I could also say, optimal use of resources. I hope you know what is the meaning of optimal solution. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of optimal solution or optimal thinking? Anybody? Optimal solution. What is the meaning of optimal solution or optimal thinking?
Optimum means expected values.
Expected values. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else?
Balanced. It cannot be maximum or minimum. That is balanced. That is optimum. That is suitable to from each and every corner of the thinking.
Oh, very good. Excellent. Your good names. both of you?
Rajendra Kumar Gaur from Ghaziabad Local Center, Uttar Pradesh.
Oh, thank you very much.
Dr.
Thank
P.
you.
Sampath.
Dr. B. Sampath, thank you very much. See, basically, optimal thinking means, for example, you're going for a shop, okay, and you want to you want to buy maybe a shoes, okay. If you want to buy a shoes, you have to look at not the expensive one or not the cheapest one. You have to look at a shoes which satisfies your requirement 100%, which fits you correctly, which is comfortable for you to wear. That's all. So whichever meets the requirement, meets your requirement, the requirement need not be, expensive one, right? Meets the requirement 100%, that is the optimal solution. So optimal thinking is nothing but thinking in a manner that which meets the requirement. Okay, so that means it need not be the most expensive solution, or it might not be the least expensive solution. It is a solution which meets the requirement 100%. That is optimal solution. Okay, and of course, when you're doing a good collaborative activity, it results in it gives an excellent overall impact. It will be a positive overall impact. Helen Keller has rightly said, alone whenever you do something alone, we can do so little, and together we can do so much. Now, moving on to problem solving. So the problem solving, all of us know, it's nothing but a process of finding solution to complex issues, right? So what are the basic steps in solving a problem? First of all, we have to define the problem. Define means, or first of all, we have to acknowledge that we have a problem, right? Most of the time we don't acknowledge. We think that it's okay. Let it become bigger or let it explode, then we will look into it. So no, first of all, you need to acknowledge that you have a problem. Next is generating alternatives. You need to generate what are all the various solutions available for handling this problem, and then evaluating and selecting alternatives. You select the best one, which is suitable for you and feasible for you, and then implement the same. Here again, I want to highlight one thing, because I'm not comfortable with the word problem. In my team, I usually tell this to my team as well. Avoid using the word problem and replace the word problem with the word challenge. I can say he's a problematic person. I can say he's a challenging person, which sounds good, right? A challenging person. See, basically what I'm attempting to say here is even negative things can be conveyed in a positive way. This is one way of which I told you now. So instead of using the word problem, you can use the word challenge. That gives a positive impact to the people around you. It also gives a positive impact in the environment, right? So you have to practice using positive words even to convey negative things, which could be done with practice, of course. Okay, best problem solving technique. There's a technique called 5 whys technique, which has been developed by the founder of Toyota Industries, Mr. Sagiji Toyoda. He's also known as the father of Japan's industrial revolution. Basically, you're asking why. First, there's this 5-why technique will help you to get to the root of the problem very quickly. So now let us look at a small video which will help us to understand better.
Symptoms of deeper issues. Therefore, to solve a problem effectively so it doesn't reoccur, we need to drill down to identify the underlying cause. Seikichi Tawada's 5 whys technique is a simple way to do this. To use it, you start with the problem you're facing and then keep asking why until you've discovered the root cause. For instance, imagine the IT team in your organization has just rolled out new software for tracking everyone's expenses. But no one on your team is using it, even though they've all been trained. So you use the 5 whys technique to get to the root of the problem. You start by asking why people aren't using the new software. They say that they don't like it, and it's a pain to use. Then you ask why they don't like it. They tell you the system asks them for information they don't have. Then you ask them why they don't have the necessary information. They say that the system wants their scanned receipts, which is fine, but it also wants them to list exactly what they bought. Sometimes the receipts don't list individual items. When this happens, they can't use the software. In this case, it took just 3 why questions to get to the root of the problem. The system is asking for information that your people often don't have, so they're avoiding it because it's not useful. If you hadn't used the 5 whys technique, you might have just got angry with your team again for not using the software as they should have. but now you know what you need to do to resolve the situation. The 5 whys technique is a simple way to get to the root of a problem.
So let us do a quick recap. So basically, we have a case study wherein a company's IT department has rolled out software for tracking everyone's expenses, and though they have already rolled out the software, but nobody in the company was using it, though everybody was trained on the software. They were given training on the software, but still nobody was using it. So instead of the MD, instead of getting angry with the people, he utilized the 5 why technique, he implemented the same. So first why was why people are not using the software. Because the answer they got was they do not like it and it's pain to use. The next question is why they don't like it, right? The system asks for information they don't have. The third why was why they don't have the necessary information. Because the system is asking for the scanned receipts, that's fine. But however, it wants to have the breakup. Sometimes when you go for shops, sometimes you get the individual line items. Sometimes you don't get the line items, right? So sometimes the receipt does not list the individual items. When this happens, they cannot use the software because the software is asking for those line items. So in this particular case, in this scenario, it just took 3 why questions to get to the root of the problem, because system was asking for information which people do not have, and so they were not using it, right? So problem solving, all of us, every one of us could use this technique for resolving any sort of challenge. Now, next is time management. Everybody knows that time management is nothing but the way you organize, the way you plan, and complete your tasks, right? I would like to recollect a saying which says that fail to plan is plan to fail. I repeat, fail to plan is plan to fail. I think we should not do it, right? We should always have a plan in place. What are the benefits of planning? Greater productivity and efficiency. What is productivity? For example, on an average, when somebody is able to allocate 2 hours for completing some task, and if he is doing better planning, he should be able to complete the same stuff in a lesser time. And efficiency, and because your efficiency also goes up and you are able to do more tasks in the same time, and better professional reputation. Of course, whenever somebody is referring to you, and if you are able to manage your time effectively, and if you're able to complete your tasks much ahead of schedule, you get an excellent name, right? And less stress. Of course, this is very important, because most of the time we feel that, we have so much of time. I have time till next week or next month, etc. Instead of waiting for that particular time, I think we should start thinking how best we could utilize the current time and existing time and go ahead. And of course, the benefit is increased opportunities for advancement. Of course, whenever somebody is considering for promotion or easily, whoever is able to manage time well, they would be given preference, greater opportunities to achieve important life and career goals. Here again, I would like to touch base upon goals. See, as human beings, we play multiple roles in our life. We play the role of, a son or a father or mother or sister, spouse, friend, neighbor, etc. Right? So maybe we could list down all the roles and what you want to achieve in those particular roles. For example, as a son, what do you want your father to tell about you, right? So some sort of goal you can assign for individual roles that you are playing in your life, and you could review them in a periodic manner. It might be once in a day, or once in a week, or once in a fortnight, or once in a month, as per your convenience. If you make that a habit, I'm sure that you can reach great heights. So then let us look at consequences of failing to manage time. For example, if you are not able to manage your time effectively, you miss your deadlines, and as you are missing your deadlines, there is inefficiency, and work quality deteriorates, and you have a bad reputation, and your career also cannot progress. And of course, it also comes with health impact. Your stress level goes up, etc. Now let us look at a small video on the time management mistakes.
Have you forgotten to do something important because you didn't write it down or set a reminder? Or how often do you feel overloaded because you said yes to too many people and overcommitted yourself? Many of us can relate to these situations because they are common time management mistakes we all know we should be avoiding. Mistakes like these can cause stress, lower your productivity, and impact the quality of your work. They can also cause you to miss out on your goals. This is why it's important to identify the time management mistakes you're making and learn strategies to overcome each one. One common mistake is to not use a to-do list effectively. When you don't write things down, it's easy to forget what you need to do and to let people down as a result. It's also important to remember to-do lists can get overwhelmed when we take on too many projects. If this happens to you, consider using an action program instead. Another common mistake is not prioritizing. When you don't prioritize tasks, you can end up spending a lot of time on things that, in the end, aren't that important. Getting your priorities right will also help you reduce the stress you feel when you have a lot of work on. Not knowing how to manage distractions is another major time management mistake. This can cost you hours of wasted time each day. So make sure you know how to manage interruptions. And turn off your phone and email alerts when you need to concentrate. Another common mistake is saying yes to too many tasks and commitments. Chances are you want to help your friends and colleagues whenever you can. But when you overextend yourself, you don't have the time or energy to do your best work. You should also avoid multitasking. Some people think this is actually a good strategy to maximize time. The truth is, it can take 20 to 40% longer to accomplish your work when you do more than one task at a time. Even worse, you're likely to do both tasks poorly because you simply can't concentrate fully when you're doing two things at once. These are just some of the time management mistakes you need to avoid.
Now let us do a quick recap of the time management topic, the video which we saw. See, there would be multiple times wherein we have forgotten to do something important, and the reason could be we did not write down, or you didn't set a reminder. So what I would request is maybe you could have some sort of to-do list which you could prepare on the earlier day night, and so that next day becomes easy for you, So then how often do you feel overloaded because you said yes to too many people and overcommitted yourself? See, not most of the time, and few occasions, as the person who is asking you is a senior person or your boss or your super boss, though you know that it is extremely difficult to complete the task, but still you say yes. There's no point in telling yes, because maybe you are giving a temporary happiness to the people whomever you're telling yes, right? They feel good, they feel happy because you agreed. But at the end of the day, you are going to get impacted. The work is going to get impacted. The company is going to get impacted because of your overcommitting yourself. So let us think twice before we say yes for everything. But at the same time, you cannot say no for everything, right? When you know for sure that certain things are not possible. Here again, I would also like to just highlight one particular point wherein you can convey negative things in a positive way. I already told you here. Let me quote one more example. See, most of the time, whenever we are in a discussion, maybe we are attending for students who are attending an interview. If you are attending an interview, or you are for the professionals or for the faculties, whenever you are discussing with your HOD or your teacher, your professor, etc., and the professor or teacher or the boss, when he is telling something which you cannot agree, please don't stop the person. Have the courtesy, have the patience, allow the person to finish the statement. Let that person, he or she finish that particular statement, whatever he or she wants to say. Then finally, we have to say that, I appreciate your perspective, or I appreciate your viewpoint, however my viewpoint is different. But unfortunately, what happens is that whenever we do not agree with somebody, immediately we start, even before the person completes the sentence, we start with a no. The moment you say no, what happens? The other person closes his ears and mind. After that, whatever you say will not go to him or her, and they will never agree to whatever you're going to say next after your no. So please control yourself, avoid. Don't tell no at the beginning of the sentence, and have patience. Listen to the complete sentence, even when you're attending an interview, right? So when the interviewer is telling you something which you cannot agree, don't start with a no. Allow the person to complete. Finally, you could very well say that I appreciate your viewpoint, or I appreciate your perspective. உங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நீங்க சொல்றது 100% சரி. ஆனா என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இதுதான். So this is my perspective, this is my viewpoint. So இப்படி சொல்றதுனால, as you are telling like this, what happens? The other person might listen to you, will listen to you, and might agree with you also. That's a possibility. But if you adopt the other strategy wherein you start with a no, that's all. Over, the end of the conversation. So many people could relate to this because there are common time management mistakes. So mistakes like this could cause you stress, lower your productivity, and it will also impact the quality of your work. And it will also naturally, end up in missing your goals, right? So you need to, what are the common mistakes? Let us look at the common mistakes. One is not using a to-do list. You can use a to-do list. You have a lot of softwares, lot of technology tools available. I use Google Keep very religiously. It's very simple, wherein I can use any, laptops, tab or mobile, etc. And I can also assign tasks to others. And I can also have a frequency. So many things are there like this. So there are so many tools available. You can use anyone which you feel comfortable with. Not prioritizing. See, most of the time we do the easiest tasks first. We don't do the most important tasks first. I already told earlier, but still I would like to re-emphasize here. So you need to prioritize. There's no point in doing the easy things first. You have to, first of all, when you have a list of tasks, please assign priorities. What is the most important, which is going to cause the maximum business impact or maximum impact to you if you are not able to complete it. Please take the task first. Then, according to the priority, you execute or you do your jobs so that it is much easier and you are able to achieve more. So just by doing the easier tasks first, yes, you will be able to complete the easy tasks. But at the end of the day, the important things are not completed, right? And not managing distraction. This is very important. I request all of you, particularly the student community, I'm not asking you to, delete all your social media apps. Yes, you need social media apps. At the same time, whenever you are working on an important project or you're studying for your exams, please disable your notifications. At least you could do that, right? Disable your notifications so that doesn't disturb you when you're studying or working on an important project. Not saying no. Of course, when you're not able to do it, you have to say no. But don't just say no. You have to say that, yes, I would love to do this. However, I'm not in a position to say so because of this reasons. Because of which, no, So you have to tell no. You can tell no in a diplomatic way, but at the end of the conversation, you have to make the other person understand that you are just not telling no because you don't want to do it, because you are not in a position to do it. So you have to emphasize that particular point. Trying to multitask. See, many people think that by doing multiple tasks at the same time, you are doing a great job. No, not at all. You will not be able to do justice even to one of the jobs that you're doing. For example, if you're doing 5 jobs at the same time, I don't think you're doing justice to any one of the job. Even one of the jobs would not be, you would not get the justice. So please don't do multitasking. Take one at a time, finish it off, then go to the next one. What are the tips to manage time effectively? Do not get addicted to social media apps. Yes, it is nice to have all the social media apps, but I think we have to use it in a productive way. And as I informed earlier, please disable your notifications whenever you are into an important task or project or when you're studying. And you need to set daily goals with reminders. And you have to complete the most important tasks first. You need to stop multitasking and make use of dead time. What do you mean by that? Make use of dead time. What is a dead time? Dead time is nothing but the time that you waste. What do I mean by that? For example, you're waiting in a railway station or waiting in a bus stand or waiting at a hospital. You're doing nothing, right? You're just standing or sitting and just waiting, idling your time. So during that time, you can do something productive. For example, if you're able to make calls from there, you can do follow-ups. Yes, you can check your mails, you can respond to the mails, right? So there, and otherwise, the worst case scenario, you can at least read some books, at least you can listen to the audiobooks. In fact, that's what I do whenever I go for a walk. I go for walking every day. I walk for around 10,000 steps. I have my headphone and I listen to some audiobooks or other, which so that 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you just spend time in listening to something and gaining some sort of knowledge, right? So I would request, my favorite author is Stephen Covey, who is the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is the book which has been published in maximum number of languages and published maximum number of books. Stephen Covey is the author. It's a great book. I would request all of you to read. Maybe whatever, if not Stephen Covey, even other books. So this dead time you can utilize by reading time management books. So whenever you feel that you have a lot of ample time and you have nothing to do, please, instead of browsing and instead of checking on social media, of course, social media you should do it. Maybe have some allocated fixed time to do it so that it doesn't drain your entire energy, right? Now, the final soft skill is leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. What does it mean? See, leadership is actually an art. For example, if I want the team to do some project or do some work, okay, I convey to my team in such a manner that the team gets motivated, the team gets encouraged, and they feel as if that they want to do it, not I want to do it. After my conveying things to them, communicating to them, they feel that it is their job and they take it up on priority and they complete it. So that is called leadership. So I repeat again, leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. You give the feeling to the other person or the team that it is, yes, we need to do it. Leadership and management are used interchangeably. I think all of us know, and many people think that management and leadership are the same. It is not so. There are similarities, like both might have authorities, both might have same goals, and both might be team leads. But the difference is focus. Leaders focus on long-term results and vision. So they will, but managers focus on short-term results. What do you mean by long-term results? Leaders will look at, okay, how could I take the company from this level to the next level, right? That's what the leaders will focus on. But managers will focus on short-term results. Okay, have I achieved the target today? Am I achieving the target for this month or this year, etc.? So this is what they will look at. So managers will focus on short-term results, but leaders will focus on long-term results and vision. And management is about how. See, a manager will tell you how to do your job, but only a leader will tell you why to do the job, what sort of benefit you are going to get by doing the job, what sort of benefit the department is going to take because of your doing the job, what sort of benefit the company is going to get, the enterprise is going to get. So the leader will, the leader will say that. That's called leadership. And management is related to titles, right? But leadership is not. A leader can lead without a title. A classic example is our great Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, who was leading the entire country, right? So, and a manager supervises the team. A manager will see, okay, don't do this, do like this, do like that, etc. But a leader will inspire. The leader will inspire the team to achieve the results. Now let us look at a short video on 5 traits of successful leaders. Sorry. So now let us do a quick recap of the 5 qualities of a successful leader. So who do you consider to be a great leader? You know, do you think that his abilities are innate or learned? No, actually, nobody is born with those talents, right? Successful leaders may have certain traits, but every one of us, every one of you could develop them too. See, confident and positive leaders inspire and empower their people, right? So that they understand, celebrate, and make the most of your strengths first. Emotionally intelligent leaders stay in control. You know, they don't get tensed very easily, right? And develop your emotional intelligence to manage your own and other people's feelings better. So that's what successful leaders do, right? And then the transformation leaders motivate. See, whenever even a small task, when it is done by the team, the leader ensures that that particular team member is motivated. And they will also create a compelling vision of the future and motivate the people to deliver it. What does it mean? See, instead of just telling about the vision, explaining the vision to the team in such a manner that they feel that, yes, we have to do it. Not just telling them, right? You know, explaining them in a manner that they are touched, moved, and inspired. Not just telling them about the vision, telling them how, as a person, they could get benefited, as a department, how they could get benefited, and as a company, how they could get benefited, right? How they can have the edge over other companies or their competitors, right? So they create a compelling vision of the future and motivate people to deliver it. And successful leaders walk the talk. What does it mean? They say what they do and do what they say. And they lead by example and with integrity. That is very important. And effective leaders help their people to shine. You know, they will not just, you know, pick the best people and engage them. They will not do that. They know that, see, everybody will have a unique talent, right? And everybody might have some areas of improvement as well. So being an effective leader, what they do is that they identify the training needs of the team, and they carry out the training needs assessment, and they find out what specific skill the team needs to be successful, and they, you know, conduct those trainings to ensure that they are the person or team who is having some area of improvement that is taken care of, and the individual can succeed, team can succeed, the department can succeed, and the company can succeed. So that's what a successful leader does. And finally, set your expectations very clearly. As a successful leader, you need to set your expectations in a crystal clear manner so that everyone knows where exactly they stand. That's all from my end. Any questions from any of you? I would be more than happy to answer them.
Any assessment and development program for soft skills?
Sorry?
Say, is there any program for assessing and developing people in soft skills?
See, we cannot just say that for the skills you can, by the results you can assess, right? How the assessment could be done is you conduct a soft skill, maybe before conducting the soft skills, you know the efficiency of people, right? Correct? After that, you conduct a soft skill session, then 3 months period, 6 months period, you rate their efficiency. That's how we can do it, right? Because soft skill is nothing but you cannot have a scale and say this is what it is. It all depends upon the individual need or individual challenge, individual things which a company or an individual is going through. So we need to give focused attention to that particular area where the improvement is needed, where the change is needed. Nobody can change anybody, but however, the moment realization happens, the change will automatically trigger. So I hope I
okay, thank you.
Yeah, there are multiple.
Mr. Saravan Kumar.
Sorry.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Mr. Saravan Kumar, thank you very much. It is very good presentation, and I appreciate your hard work in this. And you have been doing it maybe for several people, but for us as a senior people, this is really a very good presentation. I appreciate your work on this. My question is, when you are talking about the leaders and managers, I feel there is a little difference of this thing is understanding is there. Leaders, you said, are having the long-term goals, whereas the managers are having short-term goals. It is not that way. Managers will have the long-term goal of the organization, but leaders should have a short-term goals. This is what my opinion.
The thing is, a manager could be also a leader. Okay, but leader will not be a manager. Okay, you understand my point, right?
Exactly. That is where I put my question. Managers are having a wider scope. They are thinking about the organization's future and their and the team leader's future. Whereas team leader is having a limited goal. He should concentrate on his project and his team, not on the company's vision.
I think I mean, sorry. I mean, I think you are sort of confusing between team lead and, manager, the designations. Here we are talking about a leader, a true leader. I'm not talking about a team lead. I'm talking about a true leader. I'm talking about a true manager. Of course, a manager also could become a leader, might be a leader also. But generally speaking, this is what it is. A manager means they are supposed to take care of the short-term, short-term results. Usually. Of course, they also care about the long-term results. Once they start caring about the long-term results, they become a leader. You understand my point?
Now. It is clear now because you are taking the leader above the manager. Okay, it is not on the team's perspective. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this question. Anybody else? Interesting question. Huh? Thank you. Any other questions? It could be anything. It's okay. It could be related to your, any of the skills which we saw, or anything related to even interviews and things like that. It's okay. You can ask.
Sir, Saravana Kumar, sir, our former chairman has joined because he had some connectivity problem, it seems. Our TV Kishan joined. Sir, I request TV Kishan, our past chairman for Institution of the Local Center, as well as Computer Society of India, Digital also former head of our digital transmission group. For earlier, it was called Informatics Center. He was our successful man who, made many of the implements in making our BHL TCS IT area and computer science area. I request sir to felicitate sir. TV Kishan, sir. Over to TV Kishan, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sarvaraj. Actually, I should thank you for giving me this opportunity to first listen to Mr. Saravana Kumar, as well as be part of this function, and to felicitate Mr. Saravana Kumar for his very excellent presentation, supplemented by videos. And it just shows both his experience as well as knowledge. So these type of illustrations cannot just like that come. It has to come only out of their own understanding of what the participants need and what is that we can do with minimum communication, as he said, with all the 7 C's which he has utilized in abundance. So I am sure he would have made many more presentations of similar nature in other places also. So normally when a person gets graduated, the first focus for him will be to just get a degree certificate so that he may get employed. In that way, he will be like a vegetable. He is not a cooked food. So he will become a cooked food only when he is exposed to the soft skills, the various elements which he has elaborated in a great detail. The first thing is the communication. Actually, I have seen during my long journey of my industry and education that most of the doctorates not able to frame sentences when they come for public speaking, or with the present availability of electronic communication, many people don't know how to write. And again, what vocabulary to use, the appropriateness of what word to use at what time, how to address elders, how to address youngsters. You may even say everybody, hello guys. So there may be people with 80 years and above age, they won't like to be called as guys. So like that. And again, you talk, most of the people who end up doing software work, they are very comfortable dealing with machines, but not with people. They feel very shy. They will not open up. They cannot make a comfortable community. They cannot pick up conversation anywhere. We see most of them, if they are waiting in the airport for hours together, they will not talk to anybody else because they don't know where to start. So like that, the communication is one area which can make or mar people. Those with minimum communication may graduate themselves as specialists, but they will not be able to become leaders or managers as you suggested. So similarly, the ability to what we can say convince, especially when you are in the sales area, your first job is to convince the customer that your product is the best and your company is the best and you are trustable. So that calls for a very flexible conversation which is comfortable to the listener. So as you mentioned, listening skills is also one of the most important things. And as you said, you have to be polite, you have to be courteous, you have to be waiting to see what the other person is feeling about whatever you are talking. It is not just pouring out whatever you want to say without bothering about whether other person is listening to you or not. That way you have covered most of the very important points about communication and then collaboration, especially nowadays with the global scenario. You have to meet people who don't even understand your language. You have to talk to them in their language or in their accent, which many of us find it difficult. Similarly, problem solving techniques, then time management, one important thing, because earlier from the beginning, India is known for very many delays in their all project executions because many critical points which you were mentioning, time management, were not being seen. So one of the thing being the commitment. So when commitment is not there, time will just go away. As say the Parkinson law, time expands, work expands to fill the time. That is how it is. So, and then the leaderships. So the moment we talk of leader, we always look at people who with minimum resources are able to inspire. Swami Vivekananda is declared as a leader. He had nothing, not even a pie in his pocket when he went to America for first time. So, but even today we know him as a leader who is inspiring so many people in spite of his not being here at present. So like that, all these points, definitely soft skill training should become an important aspect of every education, whether it is school level or college level or postgraduate level. And definitely during as they graduate themselves to higher levels in their employment also, it is mandatory that they get these skills upgraded periodically because the present situation is very dynamic. What we learned 5 years back is no more valid. So in this situation, I am sure you will continue to serve this humanity with your inputs on how they become better people. As you say, whether father, mother, son, daughter, or an employer, or an employee, or a colleague. So in all these respects, your contribution has been very good. I congratulate you for your effort today, and I hope you will do many more such programs elsewhere. I also congratulate Dr. Selvaraj for very meticulously organizing programs every week on variety of subjects, which is of interest to everybody. Thank you very much for this occasion.
Thank you very much, sir. What you said is absolutely right. Actually, just to add upon, right from after college, I saw a big gap which exists between what is expected from the industry and what is coming out of students.
Yeah.
With that in mind, I started this. I want to fill the gap which exists between what is coming. So it's actually my passion. Luckily, 5 years back, I took a VRS from Cognizant CTS, and after that, I'm into a lot of social activities, and this is one of them, wherein I want to, give this sort of service to the student community, which I am doing now. Not only student community, I have conducted so far around 20,000 students and faculty so far. I would have trained from arts and science, engineering, and medical colleges as well, and the corporates as well. So I'm continuing with all your best wishes and blessings. I'm sure I would be able to take it much further to greater heights. Thank you very much.
I have one suggestion. These videos, if you can make it out of Indian origin, it will appeal to more to the people at lower level, because the words sometimes what they speak, we may not be able to, they may not be able to make out.
In fact, that's why I don't know whether you have noticed, what I also do is that after every slide, what I do is
I've seen that. You have listed it out.
Yeah, not only recap, what I also do is that I also do a recap with Tamil verbiage as well, because I was not able to get the exact Tamil verbiage. In fact, I consulted some poets as well, some writers and poets, because Google will not be able to help me in getting the exact words. So I did a lot of quality efforts in ensuring that I'm able to give my best, and every time I'm attempting to better my best. With all your blessings and wishes, I hope I will be able to achieve that.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, any other questions from anybody? In fact, for the benefit of the students, I also have an Insta, this one, wherein frequently I also publish the tips and tricks for improving the English language, which I've already kept it here. It's already there on the screen. Whoever wants to make a note, you could make a note. And there's also a YouTube channel, but the YouTube channel is different. It is towards social causes, but the Insta is purely for language improvement and soft skills. Any questions from any of you?
Participants can ask questions. Thank you, Saravana Kumar. Thank you, Krishnamurthy sir, for excellent sharing your thoughts. Really, we are enjoyed it today. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, for your appreciation of our work. We will continue the work, sir. Thank you for sharing your thoughts also. Thank you. Saravana Kumar sir, it was an excellent session. We enjoyed so much. And the participants can ask many questions to sir. Anybody is there? Anybody have any doubt? They can ask. And okay, if the questions are not there, we will move to the next. Dr. Kevin R. Kumar is there? Kevin R. Kumar, sir? Hello, Dr. Kevin?
Yeah. Before that, I just want to thank one and all for your time and attention. And I sincerely hope that you will be able to implement whatever you learned today. And good luck and all the very best to come out in flying colors in your career, in your job, in your, wherever you are. And thanks a ton for the entire team for organizing for inviting me and giving an opportunity for me to, share this with all of you.
Thank you, sir. Just wait for a few more minutes. 2 more agendas are there. I announce the next program. That is coming Tuesday. There is no program. Only 27/12. That is we have a program on 3D printing. It's going to be addressed by Dr. A. Kumaravel, Professor, Mechanical Department, Mrs. K.R. Rangaswamy Engineering College, Tiruchengood. I request all of you to attend, come and participate, and also share the information to your friends. We will also send the email as well as WhatsApp link to all of you. Now I call upon Dr. Dhanuskodi, our former Honorary Secretary of Tiruchenapalli Local Center, to propose vote of thanks. Over to Dr. Dhanuskodi, sir.
Good evening to all participants. At the outset, I thank the Institution of Engineers and other participating institutes for arranging such a wonderful presentation in this evening, where I see, because of this online, I see a lot of participants, around 80 participants were there. So it gives us immense pleasure for taking such an effort by Silvaraj and his colleagues for arranging this topic. And today's lecture was very wonderful and very beneficial to the budding engineers and even those who are in jobs. On behalf of the participating institutes like the Institution of Engineers, Tiruchirappalli Local Center, Computer Society of India, Indian Institute of Metals, Indian Institute of Welding, Indian Welding Society, and Indian Institution of Industrial Engineers, and Indian Society for Non-Destructive Testing, for arranging Mr. Saravana Kumar for today's lecture program. Dr. Saravana Kumar's lecture was very illustrative. He nicely touched upon the various soft skills like communication, collaboration, and problem solving, time management, and leadership, etc., with the supportive videos and recapping at each point and bring out salient points. What is the need of soft skill and why we have to develop, and importance. Only 15% weightage for hard skill and 85% weightage for soft skill in every project. He has nicely brought out all the important points and made the audience to understand what is soft skill and how to develop them for their career development. Really, it is wonderful and very beneficial to the audience. I thank Mr. Saravana Kumar, the past director of CTS and treasurer of Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter. I thank you, sir, for your wonderful lecture on behalf of all the participating institution and the participants. Thank you. I also thank Sir Krishnamurthy, sir, for felicitating today's speaker and also recapping whatever he has covered with additional points on the topic based on his experience, past experience. It was so wonderful. We all had a good time to listen to the stalwarts on this subject. Thanks to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dhanushkuri, sir, for excellent vote of thanks. Thank you so much. With the request, if the speakers consent, T.V. Krishnamurthy, sir, other seniors consent, we will close the program. The feedback link is placed on the chat. The people can fill up the forms. They will get the certificate automatically in the email box. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for all of you.
Thank you for
the excellent lecture today. We had a very good knowledge treat on success skills. That's what we also imbibed a lot of good thoughts. Thank you, Saravana Kumar, sir, for an excellent talk of the day. Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure is mine, and thanks for the wonderful opportunity.
Right, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone, sir. Thank you, Krishnamurthy, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. The FB link is placed on the chat box. People, participants can fill up, so they'll get the certificates automatically. You will get the email inbox.
Okay, Selvaraj, I'm leaving.
Thank you. Thank you, Thank you so much for making it ready. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Selvaraj, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your participation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, everyone, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Participants, whomever filled up can go leave the session. Others can fill the form. Yeah. 5:15, Zoom platform will be closed. Before that, please fill the form.